Good Elken morning, everyone. Actually, good Elken night, everyone. Thank you, MC, for such a powerful introduction. And thank you, Elken, for giving me this opportunity. My name is Chee, and I'm currently a student studying traditional Chinese medicine at Xiamen University, Malaysia. And this is actually my favorite Elken product. If you are an Elken's customer, you must know that Elken's products are known for their high quality, and this tea is no different. When I was 10, sometimes when I felt unhappy about random things in life, I would walk over to my uncle's house and tell him all about it. When I talked to him and told him my problems, all he did was listen to me with a caring smile while he brewed his tea. When I finished complaining to him and telling him all about my bad news, all he said was, "Have some tea, it's ready." And because of that cup of tea, I continue loving tea culture until today. Having a listener and someone making tea for me was such a sweet blessing. So from that time onwards, I decided that I would also promote Chinese tea culture to the world so that more people can benefit from this unique culture. I believe that tea culture is a culture that can bring people together, calm their minds, and promote empathy and care. So this is my short story about how it started. Now into the main topic, Elken's Pu'er tea, my favorite Elken product. Before I start, I have a question for all of you. Have you received your Pu'er tea yet? If you received it, please type 1 in the chat box. Let us share this happiness together. Just so you know, when I first received my box of Pu'er tea, I was super excited. At first, I only saw pictures of the design and never really saw the final product. But after I saw it and made some of this new Pu'er for myself, I was convinced that this is good stuff. This is really good tea. Now let me share some of the unique things about this tea. This is a commemorative gift befitting for any occasion. There are many different teas in the world, but out of 1,000 kinds of teas worldwide, Pu'er emerges as one of the most prestigious tea. Why is that? Why is Pu'er one of the most prestigious tea? Firstly, it's because it has many health benefits. What are these health benefits? When we talk about promoting wellness, tea is actually a very powerful drink that can help you stay healthy. What can Pu'er tea do for us? It can comfort our stomach, it can regulate our blood sugar levels, it has antibacterial and anti-inflammatory effects, it has anti-radiation effects, and it can aid digestion, and it can also promote overall wellness. In promoting overall wellness, I'd like to highlight that drinking tea not only improves your health physically, but mentally as well. When you make yourself a cup of tea, no matter how stressed or how tense you were in the beginning, at the end of the tea session, you will feel relaxed and happy at heart. So tea can really help us de-stress, relax, and stay happy. Pu'er tea is a tea that appreciates in value rather than depreciates over time. So as time passes, it can only become more and more valuable. Introducing Elken's Pu'er tea. This is a very commemorative gift befitting for any occasion. This is a timeless gift that can express the courtesy of sharing. With this gift, it can connect people from different backgrounds. This is a very special gift because you can print your surname on the gift. Furthermore, this is a very sincere gift that shows your sincerity because it extends your warm greetings to family and friends with a unique surname customization on the tea packaging. So this is a very special, and it is our first uniqueness. 100 family names. This idea of customization was inspired by the surnames of hundreds of families. A surname signifies the genetic inheritance and precious values passed on by each generation in the family. It is an important label for everyone with a surname. In our family, our last name is Seng, right? So similarly, all Chinese people have a last name, as do people from many other cultures. This is why Elken chose to have this 100 family name Pu'er tea. Now, when you give this tea to a friend, your expression of heartfelt gratitude and sincere congratulations can be felt by those you love. If you have anyone you love or cherish or are grateful for, you can give them this tea as a symbol of gratitude and congratulations. Now, the second uniqueness is that Pu'er tea is a piece of everlasting tea. It can bear witness to your whole life, and it is a tea that can be preserved and become more fragrant as it ages through slow fermentation over time. Purity depicts not only time, but also your life and story. As you age, not only will your personality and lifestyle change, this tea also transforms as you change. You are both in this journey of life together. Maybe 20 years from now, you might brew this tea and you will notice that it has become much more fragrant. So, heritage of 100 years. What can we leave behind for our children and descendants? This tea is a meaningful gift that accompanies a newborn for a lifetime. That is worth more than any toy you can give. Children might play with toys for a few years, but this tea can stay with them for a lifetime since it has no expiry date. It is a symbolic gift that increases value over time, so it is also symbolic of unconditional and ever-growing love for your child. The third uniqueness is that this tea came from a business foundation of 100 years. This family has been making tea for 3 generations, and they're experienced in the art of tea making. There are 86 levels of quality checking and control to ensure the excellence of quality of tea. So you don't need to worry about the quality of this poor tea. So there are 86 levels of quality checking and control to ensure this excellence quality of tea. So you don't need to worry about the quality of this pu'er tea. Now the fourth uniqueness is that Elken pu'er tea is selected from the Lanchang River basin at an altitude of more than 1,800 meters, and the tea trees are more than 100 years old. This ensures that the tea leaves are high quality leaves. They are picked at the most optimal timing, carefully selected and refined, and the high altitude produces tea leaves with a better aroma. This conductive environment at 1,800 meters increases the amount of chlorophyll and anthocyanin, hence leading to a stronger antioxidant effects. So like I said, this 1,800 meters, this conducive environment at 1,800 meters increases the amount of chlorophyll and leading to a stronger antioxidant effects. Now the last uniqueness is very important. Elken's pu'er tea has ISO certification in quality management, environmental management, and food safety management. We also have organic certification from Japan, European Union, China, and the United States. In addition to that, we also have a Good Agricultural Practice certification and Rainforest Alliance certification. All of these certifications ensure that our tea is high quality and safe for consumption. Elken's pu'er tea is a meaningful and commemorative gift with a personal touch. So it is a perfect gift for any special occasion. You can buy this tea to serve guests, to express your thanks, buy it as a business gift, for birthday occasions or anniversaries, engagement weddings, teachers' appreciation, as well as baby showers. Now, within this box of tea, there are two tea cakes, one raw and one ripe. They are similar in the sense that they are both teas made in 2018, 357 grams in weight, and they came from Yunnan province in Lichang. Now, the raw tea is rounded and firm in shape. It has a light shade of dark green, and there are noticeable dark strips and green strips inlaid and overlapping each other. The high tenderness of the raw materials are reflected at the sides. And the ripe tea is well balanced in shape, reddish brown in color, and the tea cakes are round and plump with moderate elasticity. Tea stripes are also shown clearly. As for the tea color, the raw tea is light green and has a fresh fruity aroma. The raw tea is transparent and carries a fragrant nectar flavor that dissipates quickly in the mouth and leaves a sweet aftertaste. Now, after the raw leaves are brewed, the leaves have a yellowish green appearance and is smooth and soft. The brewed tea leaves remain intact and are moist, soft, shiny, and tough. Now, the aftertaste of the raw tea has a honey-flavored fruity scent, and the tea also carries a very mild hint of green aroma and has a weak and bitter flavor. Now, the aftertaste of the ripe tea has a woody smell at first, and the tea carries a mellow taste afterwards with a pleasant hint of caramel. Now, when we talk about tea, we always talk about the aftertaste. And the aftertaste of the raw tea has a honey flavored fruity scent. And the tea also carries a very mild hint of green aroma. And then the aftertaste of the ripe tea has a woody smell. And also it comes afterwards with a pleasant hint of caramel. Now, after all these details, how do we brew a cup of pu'er tea? So, first of all, we need boiling water for both 5 to 7 grams of tea for 110 to 130 milliliters of water. Place your leaves in the teapot and pour water directly over the leaves, allowing the leaves to steep. Quickly swirl and discard the water. The first steep should last about 20 seconds. Then from the second to fourth steep, add an additional of 5 seconds for every subsequent brew. Prepare the brewing water at the right temperature of between 95 to 100 degrees Celsius. The more aged tea leaves are, the higher the water temperature should be. As for the right pu'er, 6 to 8 grams of tea is needed for 110 to 130 milliliters of water. Place your leaves in the teapot and pour water directly over the leaves, 2 to 3 seconds longer compared to the raw tea. Now quickly swirl and discard the water. The first steep is about 25 seconds. You may use 100 degrees Celsius of water temperature for the first to third steep. After learning how to brew this tea, let's get to the design and packaging. So this is our design. Isn't it beautiful? This is our premium packaging design. And when you open this, there are 2 tea cakes in the box, just as mentioned earlier. And as you can see, the darker one is for raw, and the brown one is for the ripe one. Now, in conclusion, I believe that we can bring the whole world together and touch everyone's heart with Elken spirituality. During this pandemic, such a negative time, if we can send out some warmth and touch our friends' heart, it can really make them feel that there is still hope in this world. So if you haven't ordered yours yet, get it now customized to your preference.